up, guys? Glasses are filthy. Still trying to test out this new setup. I thought I would be pretty much comfortable with it for a while now, but it has not happened that way. Trying to see right now. One favor I ask you guys is, please, if you see that the audio is off from my voice, please let me know so I can kind of like tinker with it before we get the live going. It really shouldn't matter for this specific one though, because we're gonna be focused on the workspace area for the most part, which is if you saw my latest live stream, you kind of know what that is. But so today we are going to be, or I'm going to be live streaming a logo design. And I just noticed that I didn't get rid of the zebras behind me, so I do apologize if that's super annoying. I still, like I said, I'm still tweaking on. Let me see if I can get rid of that real quick. Whatever. Can't really figure it out, so I'm not gonna mess with it too much. Either way, like I said, most of this video is gonna be more so focusing on me doing the logo design instead of the interaction we usually have, guys. But I'm just trying to see if anybody else is gonna hop in here. I know it's a really weird day to stream, a really weird time. It's at 4 o'clock, and I don't really expect many people to hop in here right now, but I just want to try the new setup. I've been itching to do it. I've never actually shown the process of me designing a logo, so I know that'll be a little different. Let me just make sure everything is working properly. Is it working properly, Caleb? That's awesome, bro. Let me see. I'm gonna leave this kind of right here so I can see what you guys are seeing. And Anyways, we're gonna switch over cameras, guys. If you weren't here for my last live stream, I finally got a 4-scene setup. So you have this main camera, me looking at you guys. You have a workstation camera, which is right here, which you'll see here in a bit, which is what I'm going to be using today. We have the Cricut and the heat press camera, and then we have the screen. And I actually got the TV to turn on today, which is super amazing. Woo! But anyways, let me switch over to the work camera. And today I'm kind of going to be showing y'all how I kind of design a logo, or my process of designing one. I have a very big treat coming up with a new, I guess, podcast that I announced on my last live stream, and that's kind of what the first episode is going to be kind of about. Is talking about us picking the logo for the podcast, and then kind of seeing each other, me and my co-host, I guess, way of making a logo. And he's actually in here right now, Caleb. Just kind of seeing each other's process and kind of picking each other's brain, and then I guess ultimately coming up with the final logo for the podcast and a few other things we're going to discuss. But today's logo that I'm designing is actually for another channel I'm getting ready to launch with my wife. I know a lot of you guys like watching our antics on some of these live streams, and I've had a few people say, why don't we start our channel with each other, and we actually are. And that's kind of what I'm going to be working on today, is the logo for that channel. I actually got one made on Fiverr, but I did not like it at all. I kind of did at first, but then I was like, no, I can do way better than this. And sometimes with, you know, your own projects, it's good to bring someone from the outside in, because I'm super critical when it comes to my own personal things, and I am like that with customers as well, but for the most part you leave the decision making to your customer after you take on the project. When you do something for yourself, it's kind of like you're 100% in charge of everything, so you nitpick at every single little thing, and that's kind of like the issue I've had with this specific logo. So we're gonna kind of sit here, we're gonna write out, you know, a few kind of like an idea board real quick first. I do design everything on paper with pencil and pen, traditional ruler. I know it's kind of old school, but it's just kind of how I feel more comfortable with. Let me switch back to the main camera. I know a lot of people do this in Illustrator, and they do, you know, they use more technology, and I do have access to all of that. Like, I have an iPad Air 2 with the Apple Pencil, and I also have, you know, every Adobe program you can think of, Wacom tablets. I have everything that I need to do something digital. I still prefer the pen, pencil, you know, ruler, sketch paper method. So anyways, I'm going to switch over to that screen, and we're going to kind of get started, guys. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I finally got the super chat activated, so if you guys want to donate anything through there, or you know, put a little sticker up or ask questions through there, that'd be amazing. I had at my last live stream the very first super chat, and that was pretty exciting. Somebody donated like $2, but hey, every little bit counts, right? But don't forget to subscribe, guys, and I want to do this live so you can kind of see my actual process, even with the mess ups. So anyways, let me switch over and let's get started. And I'm gonna grab a chair real quick, actually. Yeah. Whoa, I'm pretty low right there. Anyways, so I'm actually a little too low. I don't want to move the camera, so you guys are just gonna have to see the top of my head a little bit, you know, on the little corner screen. Hey, what's up, Frankie? How you doing, bro? I just wanna. So the name of the new channel, which I did get the URL and the domain. And you know what? This might even change too, because the more I don't know. My wife came up with the name and I like it, but I don't know if it's something that's gonna fit. If I just want to use our names, or if we want to go with this. So the name is I'm gonna write it down right here. It's 2 Can DIY. That's kind of the name, 2 Can DIY, and I've looked up usually when I think of a name for something that I'm personally going to do, I always do research, like domains, is that available? I think that's something very important. And then if social media, email, stuff like that, you know, make sure everything's kind of available, and for this specific one it is. So I kind of, you know, start off with writing down what the company is. And with this, I already had kind of like an idea. I like using icons for I guess logos. Sorry, I'm trying to get my trail of thought together, but I always like having a nice icon for logos. And this immediately, as soon as she told me the name, I thought of a toucan bird, just because, you know, toucan, me, her, DIY, but it'd be really cool to have like a bird in it. So, you know, we're gonna kind of write that down, and I'm gonna name this list icons. I'm gonna kind of put that there and put a couple bullet points underneath. And then I definitely want a toucan bird. I know that's silly and it has nothing to do with DIYs or whatever, but I think I'm gonna leave that there. I don't even know if I can spell toucan bird. You typically with DIYs, what do you associate that with? You associate that with tools. Specifically, people usually use, you know, a wrench and like a screwdriver, maybe even a little hammer. Of course, the number 2, just because it is in the title. Anything else, guys? Any ideas? That's awesome, Frankie. Glad to see that you're doing good, brother. But any other ideas you guys might have with the name? Would love to hear other people's opinion or chime in on this. But if not, then we're gonna kind of leave it there. Colors I really like are like, I'm thinking like usually with tools, or with DIY, what colors come to mind. So that's the next tab I'll do here. Colors. And I have terrible handwriting. I have like chicken scratch handwriting, so I do apologize. So colors. Usually when you say DIY to me, or you say anything about building anything, obviously either Home Depot, Lowe's, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or Joann's comes into my head. So that immediately gives you orange, which Hobby Lobby and Home Depot. You got blue, like a nice navy blue, and then a green, like a really lime green. Michael's is a black logo now. It's not a newer, their newer logo is just black. But anyways, so we'll kind of try to see if we can find a color in that spectrum later. Right now we're just gonna do the pencil version of the logo. So that is it. So yeah. Hey, a toucan with a hard hat, or 2 toucans. I like that, man. I like that, Caleb. And guys, if you guys don't mind, please hit that like button on the video. For those of you that are in here, I know it's a very odd day to be streaming. I typically don't stream on Saturdays, but we're gonna go ahead and draw a line right here between like my little thinking. And I like that, Caleb, I'm gonna add a hard hat to the icon list. I'm gonna add that right now. And I'm only gonna do probably 3, guys. Typically I do a whole page full of different designs or different ideas, just because you know, you want to have options. You want to just let your brain just kind of splatter onto the page, and that's just how kind of I typically do things. But I am gonna go ahead and actually I'm gonna do one thing, guys. I know I'm about to get started, but I am gonna share this stream real quick on my Facebook, because I'd like to have a little more people in here. Just post it on my Facebooks, and I think it'll be probably smart if I just share it really quick on Instagram as well, right? Why not? We'll do that real quick. Actually, how do you do that on Instagram? You can't, right? Anyways, whatever. Facebook will be enough. But anyways, I'm gonna just kind of do maybe 3 different ideas. I like what Caleb is mentioning here in the chat. Toucan with a hard hat, or 2 toucans. That'll be pretty cute. So let's kind of get to it, you know. So what does a toucan look like? And actually, instead of looking at you guys on the phone down here, I'm gonna go on Google. And I do use Google a lot, guys. Don't let that kind of discourage you. Ooh, I already see what I'm kind of liking. So, toucan has a pretty long beak. Move this a little bit to the side over here. And I actually like how the toucan has like a really long beak, because I think you can do a play on the number 2 with the actual toucan. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that off right now, but yeah, let's try, right? So I'll make his beak extra pointy. I'm gonna do a very rough sketch, guys, of what I feel I want. And I think it'll have like a little pudge right here. With one of its wings. I'm gonna just kind of make a really simple little branch. Now, guys, don't get me wrong. Just because I'm drawing this initial, I guess, concept, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna fully do the logo on pen and paper. I just like doing my concepts on paper, and then from here I will digitize. So anyways, I think the body needs to curve a little bit more right here. And we're gonna put him sitting down on this branch. Now I already can tell you I'm not really gonna like this because it's already a little too complicated. But you gotta kind of start with a complicated design, I feel, and then you can kind of dumb it down a little bit. Or not dumb it down, but simplify it. And I wish my brain had a copy and paste feature. Does anybody ever sit there and think, I wish I can copy and paste like in Photoshop, but you can't. You can't do that in real life. He's just kind of doing his little, little talons there, or whatever you call them, on the toucan. And we're gonna kind of, I think I'm gonna have to. I did him a little too big, yeah. A little too large, guys, a little too large. I have an idea in my head, and again, it needs to be a certain way. Because, so, okay, here's the idea. His tail will be something like this, I guess. I guess the branch has to kind of go over that. But you see, it's already a little too difficult, this design. But it's okay. Let's kind of finish it and don't even know this is how toucans' tails look like. But you kind of see where I'm trying to go here. You have like kind of like a abstract 2, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So anyways, that's kind of number 1. We'll do his little legs wrapping around the branch right here. And see, one rule of thumb that I have when I design a logo, guys, unless it's very specified or it's very specific, wife tagging me and stuffs. When I'm designing a logo, guys, I typically like to keep things very, very clean, and the reason why I don't like a lot of detail in like corporate logos or when I design a logo myself, and this is my personal style, this is my personal opinion, it's because I actually do a lot of the printing for these logos that I make. And so, you know, when you're dealing with HTV or with any of that type of stuff, detail is a little difficult to get. Now, obviously, I can go the route with transfers or screen printing, but sometimes, you know, the customer is very picky. They want a certain price, and usually the only way you can do that is if you cut a little bit on some of those, you know, corners. At least in my experience, I've had a lot. I get a lot of those type of customers where they don't want to pay, they don't want to, you know, go the full screen print way or do something the right way. So I keep that in mind always when I'm designing logos like that for those type of specific customers. Again, this is my personal opinion, and yeah. Well, anyways, there's a little wing, and we're gonna add like another wing right here, kind of flapping in, so like it kind of connects the two. And then we're gonna shade that in, and then let's add his eye. We'll go with a solid eye. We're not gonna overthink this. And then so I can move on to the next concept. And guys, you don't have to be a good artist. Obviously, I'm not. I'm not the best artist when it comes to this type of stuff, but I like to put my ideas down on pen and paper before anything. So anyways, and I kind of darken the lines out a little bit. I don't know. And then from here, obviously, you can, you know, either put it So I'm gonna go ahead and complete this concept. This is just probably the most basic one I'm gonna have. Guys, how's the levels on everything? Music, voice, is everything okay? Again, I'm not used to streaming this way, so you guys can tune in on stuff like that. That'd be awesome. I see that there's 5 of you in here. If you guys can please hit the like button, I'd greatly appreciate it. It definitely helps out more than you think. Please hit that like button and please subscribe. We are like this close to 10,000 subscribers, guys. I'm super stoked because we're gonna do an awesome giveaway. And I don't know, maybe do the DIY down here as well. I like lowercase y's as capitals. I don't know why, I've always done stuff like this. Anyways, that is concept number 1. And what I'm actually going to do, guys, I'm going to screen record when I digitize these, and that's going to be an actual video for next week. I know I keep saying I'm going to release a video. I keep forgetting. What's up, Waldo? How you doing, brother? But anyways, so that's concept number 1. Very simple. Very clean, nothing really to it. It's pretty clean. You guys can see that very well. And it's probably upside down, so flip that. So, bam. That's the first idea, right? You start out basic. So, hey, what's up, Graphic Warehouse? How y'all doing, man? I haven't seen you in a while, bro. Jason, it's been a while, man. It has been a while. I see you're grinding, man, non-stop. Okay, so the next idea is going to be, I'm gonna do more of a silhouette of a toucan, and we're gonna negative space the number 2 in there, I guess, somehow. So let's try that, right? Trying to think here. I probably should, and this is literally what I go through, guys. I mean, I didn't really think about what I was gonna be putting on pen and paper here, so I'm really putting myself out there here because, you know, I go through a lot. My thinking process changes as I do things. Let me see. So, and okay, I want to do something like with the 2 being the main thing, and then the can and the DIY, so those are 3-letter words, or 3-letter, one's an abbreviation and one's 3-letter word. I think those will stack up on top of each other really well, and I can either do an icon on top or on the bottom. So let's try that. Or, you know what, let's try okay, I have an idea. Horrible number 2. That's a big boy. Something like that. And let me bring back my little toucans onto the screen here. There we go. Oh my God, this is England. That's good, Waldo. That's awesome. You're doing good, bro. Anyways. So, I'm gonna do that, and then I wanted to do like either down here. This is definitely a more difficult logo than I'm used to making, because it has nothing but how to explain, nothing but typography. So you'll see them on the podcast, because those are also going to be also video podcasts when we start releasing them. What I mean. Anyways, we got that, and maybe we don't do the little bird, and we do just do like a Put like a hard hat on the number 2. What's up, guys? If you guys don't mind smashing that like button. Trying to add some dimension to it real quick. Something like that. I don't know, something in that range. I'm so used to seeing my camera up here, you know. Jason, I am working. So it's a logo, bro. So this is so far what I have on this second one. This idea. So me and Deanna, my wife, we're starting a separate channel together, aside from Lumedia, and it's pretty much a DIY channel, kind of documenting our journey of home ownership, but not necessarily like a brand new home. You know, we definitely went the more fixer-upper route. Was it almost 2.5 years ago when we purchased our home, and we've kind of been holding off to do a lot of repairs, and we've kind of decided to finally move forward with that. And she had the great idea of, hey, why don't we, you know, capitalize on all the stuff we're gonna be doing and see if we can make a little bit of our money back, you know, through YouTube. And seeing the success that my small channel has had with YouTube and Amazon, we kind of decided to give it a try. You know, why not? It shouldn't take away from my Lumedia stuff, even though I really haven't been able to be very active on there. But right now, with everybody kind of being, you know, stuck at home, she has a little bit more time to work on that channel, and I'll still be, my main focus will still be on Lumedia, and then a new podcast that's coming out for you guys that I think is going to be pretty awesome, and I think you guys are going to enjoy. But guys, please hit that like button. I'd greatly appreciate it. You guys are awesome if you do. And everybody's good, man. The family is doing good. Just kind of going day by day, like I said, and you know, it's been good. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this one as is. This is number 2. Just kind of darken the outlines a little bit more, just so you know, and we can kind of solidify it as something. And I'm trying to be quick, guys, because this usually, I'm not gonna lie, this process is typically a very long process for me. I take this very seriously, and you know, for the sake of a stream, I usually don't like going more than an hour, just so I don't bore the crap out of you guys. So this is definitely like not my typical quality, I guess, because I am kind of rushing it. And I'm trying to just get some content out to you guys. But anyways, I'm gonna kind of play with these wording down here, and I'm just gonna kind of fill it in a little thicker. See how that looks? But do you guys have any questions about anything? I mean, whether it's logo design or anything else. I guess something I can be more, or give a little more information about is that the podcast is going to be about more so design and marketing. It's not gonna really, I mean, we will discuss obviously any and every topic of graphic design and print processing and stuff like that, but for the most part it is going to be about design and marketing. Anyways, we're gonna leave that one at that, and we're gonna move on to the next idea. Right. So, anyways, let's see. Let me look up if there's any like little toucan icons, and then because I do like the toucan. I always like having something like that associated with things. Okay, I like that. Now, I never recommend to take things straight off of Google and use them. I mean, you can use some type of assets, but I always recommend, kind of use it as an inspiration, guys, but don't, yeah. Okay, I like this design. Maybe I can do a play off of this little guy. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me switch it to my other. So you guys see how he's kind of already in that position where I can just add a little tail to the back and it'll be pretty much a number 2. And this is kind of what I'm talking about, a much more simplified type of icon. But anyways, let's go, let's try it out. Let's try that out. I'm gonna add this one down here. Now, that one's very linear, and I definitely want mine to have a little more curves. So we're gonna do kind of like the iPhone. Well, I need to set this thing so it doesn't turn off, and I just haven't done it. Anyways, let me switch back over to you guys. But any questions, guys, so far? I know I'm kind of just rambling over here, but it definitely had a little more of an angle right here. I'm gonna go again with the wing concept, just because I like little flappy chicky wings. We're gonna round off the bottom of his body. Very cute, like. This is not a very serious channel either. Like, how do I explain? So it doesn't need like a super corporate type of iconic, simplistic logo. This definitely is, you know, more of a fun project for me and my wife to kind of spend a little more time together and you know, bond over, I guess you would call YouTube and this type of stuff more of my passion, more of my interest, because she definitely enjoys making some of these videos with me. It's obviously, you know, not her 100% passion. It's not something that she's dreamed of since she was in, you know, high school or something like that. Kind of like me. But yeah, I definitely appreciate the effort that she puts in. You know, try to connect with me on a different level. Alright, I know it looks a little odd right now, so far. We have that little guy down there. Now see him, he's kind of becoming the simpler toucan. So cute. I know it's kind of blurry, sorry. It's a webcam, there's not much I can do. So guys, hit that like button, please. I greatly appreciate it. We're coming up on 40-something minutes over here, and again, I do plan on maybe ending this at the 1 hour mark. Hour and 30 minutes tops. Anyways. I do like doing these live streams more, guys, because it's so much easier to live stream something than it is to shoot it, put a whole production behind it and edit, and you know, I'd rather you guys see the raw. I want y'all to see the raw stuff. Anyways, how is this tail? I'm trying to see how I want to make the little toucan tail. Y'all see how this one just has a little nub, so it looks kind of like the wing. I don't know how well I can see that, but it's just like another little nub, and then he has like two little ovals. So I think I'm gonna go kind of something similar with that. Oh, I like that. Okay, we're gonna go with something like that. Maybe we round him off a little bit more here. Yes, okay. Hear me out, guys. It's a little bit too angled. Okay, I got this. I think his wing goes down too far, so yeah. Alright guys, changing the whole anatomy of the bird here, so I do apologize. Come on, Lewis. That's it right there. Yes, yes. Okay. So I like that anatomy right there of kind of how his shape is, and now we're gonna add his tail. But guys, before I continue, any questions you guys may have, see 6 of y'all, please hit that like button, guys. I know I keep asking, but it definitely helps out a lot when you do. Again, remember, Super Chat is active now, so if you guys would like to donate anything, that is also very much appreciated. Again, this is just a one-man show, and anything donated, is typically put back either into contribution from different videos or this huge giveaway that I'm hoping to do at my 10,000 thing. Hey, what's up, Angel? I haven't seen you in a while, bro. Wow, man. A lot of you guys that have been here since day one, I haven't seen y'all or talked to y'all in a long time. Anyways, let's go ahead and add his tail. I don't think I'm gonna put feet on him. I just want to add his little tail. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Don't like how that. Okay. I do not like the anatomy of that tail, so we're gonna go ahead and redo it. There's something's going on here that I'm not liking. It's just not bending properly. That's awesome, Angel, man. I'm glad to hear that, bro. Right now, it's a good time to be in business, especially with like floor decals and signs for stores and things like that. A lot of companies are coming out to us and asking for help. I'm gonna switch over real quick to my main screen just because I want to talk a little bit. Anyways, let me stand out for a while. But yeah, guys. Anybody just kind of joining in, I see a little more people. Hey, what's up, Christina? A little more people in here. This is kind of the new setup that we're gonna have moving forward. I have 4 scenes. I call them scenes. I guess you can call them camera angles. You have my screen recording, which I can switch over to. You have this workspace area that you've been seeing me draw on. You have this main camera that you're always gonna be seeing my face, talking to me. And then we have a camera from when we're doing decals and heat pressing. There's a camera over here facing that as well. So you always get to see kind of the ins and outs of what's going on. I'm super excited to have launched this. I tested it out on Thursday. My audio was a little off from my voice, but I'm hoping whatever I did today kind of fixed it. I haven't seen any of you guys say otherwise. Also, the music was really loud on the Thursday live stream, and I figured that out, I think, as well. But if you guys see any or hear that it's too much, please let me know. I'm still trying to get rid of the little zebras. I keep forgetting to turn that off on the camera, so sorry if you see that in the background just kind of going crazy. I don't know if that comes up on the stream or if it's just on my screen, but I've noticed anything that comes out on my camera screen comes out on the stream. Got the TV to work today with the logo, but pretty much today what we're doing is just I'm showing you kind of my process of designing something, and we're designing a logo for a secondary YouTube channel that me and my wife are going to be starting. In addition, I've been announcing that I'm starting a new podcast as well. I can't announce the name yet because we still have some finishing touches on it. but it's gonna be pretty awesome. I can't tell you what it's gonna be about, and again, it's gonna be self-taught design and marketing. You know, I think you have a lot of podcasts out there right now that do it the professional way, and you know, you go to school, you do this, you do that, and I feel like maybe there's a hole in the podcast space that something like that, or a podcast like that would benefit. And in addition, I'm always learning, and my co-host is always learning, so it just kind of shows us a different angle, I'm hoping, than what you kind of are used to right now. And that's also going to be another type of content that you'll see on this channel, is the video versions of those podcasts, and you guys will be able to answer questions and all kinds of stuff like that. So anyways, this is not what this video is about. Let me switch back over to the design cam, and let's finish this little design so that you can see what I come up with. Oh. Anyways, so where were we? But guys, please hit that like button. Alright. So maybe I need to look for a different type of tail. Okay, I don't hate that tail. It's too long, right? This tail. Does it look like it too? Kinda, maybe. I think if I put the other little arm there, it makes it seem like it's a tail, but again, I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible. I bring the wing? No. Yeah, I definitely don't like that tail. Any questions, guys? Well, I'm still kind of debating this little design. Suggestions, ideas. Anyways. And if I do like a flowy tail, like, that look weird? That looks very weird. Don't like it. Yeah. Oh, you know what? You're right, Christina. Why don't I think stuff like this? Why don't I think of things like that? Well, let me... See, this is why I need you guys on these podcasts, because... No. How do I flip it? Sorry, I'm trying to flip this. I know it's towards the end of the There we go. There we go. Is that better? Now you can actually see me doing things that's not upside down. My phone will be upside down, but I'm trying to see how it looks real quick, guys. I do apologize. Anyways, I'm gonna redo his tail. I don't like his tail. I want it to look like a 2 somehow, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So maybe let's go to the next idea. Like, We're still gonna leave him out. We're gonna leave him. We're gonna leave little toucan. We're gonna leave him alone, and we're gonna just add a hard hat to him, kind of like we did on the number 2 right here. We're gonna add a hard hat to him. I don't know why I'm trying to make this so difficult. I'm gonna add a little hard hat on him. For those of you that don't know, I have a weird thing for little miniature versions of stuff. Anyways, we're gonna kind of erase his the corner on his head. He's gonna look more like a safari, I feel like, than a hard hat. Not yet, buddy. Yeah, a little hard hat or something like that. Cool. Yeah, buddy. Can you let me finish the live stream, buddy, and then yeah, let me finish. I'm almost done. All right, buddy. I love you. Okay, so we're gonna put a little hard hat on him. I'll have to define that more as a hard hat when, yeah, you know. Anyways. And how did that little, they do the oh, look at the little toucan. We're just gonna add some little nubs. For his tail, like that. And I think I like that. I like that look of him as an icon. And then maybe we can just do literally I don't know if I like the number 2 or if I should just spell it out. But ooh, that's a big old spider. Baby, can I have something to kill this big old spider with? Bring my shoes in. Wow, that's a big, I don't know if I can see it. Here, no, just give it to me. Give me another shoe, Zyder. Give me another shoe. Okay. Hurry. Got to kill it. I don't know, buddy. Hold up, guys. So sorry. Give me another shoe. Any of them, buddy. Always something that happens on my stream. Some type of technical difficulty or something. Alright, everybody. Real design. Alrighty. Alright, that spider's in. Let me finish this, guys, because I think the wife wants to use the area here in a bit. But anyways, I think I'm gonna go with that design, and we're gonna do like a banner type of font lettering. Kind of how I've been doing. I'm not very good with typography, like with my hands, unless I'm using like different markers and stuff like that, but I'm not getting really into that today. I'm not very good with typography again at all with a pencil. Yeah, that's so bad. Alright, so anyways, that's the third design. Let me switch back to the OBS. I know it feels kind of rushed, but I think I'm going to go with that last little icon. I'm going to digitize it, obviously make it a little better. I really like the little simplicity of the toucan. And then I want to do this kind of like in a block. So there's gonna be a block around it, and then there's gonna be like a negative space. So you'll see when I digitize the actual logo. But anyways, this is kind of how I do my my logo design process, guys. I always write out, you know, what I'm doing, the colors I think it should be, or what that reminds me of, any icons that I can imagine. In this instance, we used the toucan, and we used the hard hat. We also did use a number 2. So I think we touched base on a lot of, you know, those icons. And let me go back into YouTube. And so yeah, anyways, that's how I do that, guys. I really hope kind of seeing how I do my process inspires you to, you know, either start doing logo design or kind of see how somebody else does it. I'm gonna actually make a video on how I digitize this. I'm just gonna do a screen recording with kind of similar right here, just me talking while I'm sitting at my computer. And I know it's gonna look very rowdy in here right now, but they're trying to get dinner started, I think. But that's about it for today's live stream.
I was gonna tell you to do one with like a tape measure thing hanging off of the tube.
Like
a tape measure.
Like a tape measure?
Yeah.
My wife's just giving me ideas for another logo for it, because again, it's a cooperative thing. So she definitely wants to put some input in it. But anyways, guys, that's enough of me rambling. I always ramble. I do apologize. Stay tuned for the next video. And stay tuned for the podcast. I'll have more announcements on that tomorrow when the first episode is filmed. And just kind of keep up with my Instagram and social medias, and you kind of see everything there. When that other channel goes live, please make sure to go and subscribe to it if you're interested, like in at-home DIYs or just any DIY in general. That's kind of why we want to do that channel. We can be very, very, very broad with it. It's not just shirts, design, marketing type of stuff, which I haven't even touched design or marketing on this channel. And I'm hoping that this specific live stream is that scapegoat, or that way into hopefully making more videos of this nature. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me today on this live stream, and I'll catch you on the next one.